Hey everyone, these right here are the Samsung Galaxy Buds Plus. So obviously these are wireless earbuds and the successors to the Galaxy Buds. They look the same, but they're actually a lot different. This model did come out last year, and one of the reasons I want to make a video about these now is because the price on these has come down quite a bit. The normal retail price on these is $149, but right now you can find them between $100 and $110, and I really think at that price these are worth picking up. So what makes these better over the previous generation of regular Galaxy Buds? Well, to start off, the battery life has almost doubled. Where you used to get 6 hours of battery life on the previous model, you're now going to get 11 hours on these. I can work a full day on these and not have to charge them. And while the outside does look the same as well, internally these are actually quite different. The Buds Plus have two-way drivers, a woofer and a tweeter, unlike the single driver that's in the regular Galaxy Buds. You also have two outer mics and one inner mic, and you can get these in black, white, or the blue color that I have here. If you take a quick look at the case, it's plastic, it's nothing fancy. It has a USB-C port for charging, and you can charge it wirelessly as well. So talking about connectivity, connecting these is pretty straightforward, and there's actually a few ways of doing this. You can pair these through the Galaxy Wearable app, which you can find on the Play Store or the App Store. Or you can do it manually, say if you're connecting to a laptop or a TV. If you're using the Wearable app, you could just pop these guys into the case, close and reopen the case, and they'll enter pairing mode. Then I'm gonna slide over to the Galaxy Wearable app and just follow the on-screen instructions, and I'm done. These will try and connect every time I open the case from that point. And to pair these manually, you just pop the buds in your ears, tap and hold both touchpads, and you'll hear a sound when they go into pairing mode. And then from there, you just go about pairing them like you would any other Bluetooth device. I'm sure we've all paired Bluetooth devices before. It's all pretty much standard procedure. The range on these is pretty good for earbuds. I can go anywhere on a single floor while I'm working or talking to someone, and they don't cut out at all. Beyond that, I haven't ventured too far away from the source because these are advertised as a 10-meter range. The one downside to these is they will only pair with one device at a time, but I do find switching between devices is pretty smooth and easy enough. As far as the fitment goes, they come with 3 sets of ear tips and hooks for finding the best fit. I find that these feel really good in my ear, they seal really well, and they block out quite a bit of the surrounding noise. I can wear these pretty much all day without getting uncomfortable, and I like this style a lot more than the AirPod style with the 2 stems sticking out. I'm just not really a fan of how that looks. And something to watch out for on these, they are only IPX2 certified, so if you're planning on wearing these in the rain, or if you want to have them in as you go to sleep and you get bad night sweats or something, I probably wouldn't use these. All right, let's talk about the most important part of these earbuds, which is the sound. These earbuds are the best sounding ones that I've owned personally. With the default settings, everything sounds really clear and well balanced. The sound profile is fairly neutral, and you're not going to get muddy bass or anything like that. Vocals, instruments, and bass are all really clearly distinguishable, and there is no active noise cancellation on these, but I found them to seal up really nice, and even in noisy environments, I haven't had any trouble with sound leaking in. For calls, again, everything is really clear, whether it be a Zoom call or a phone call. The mics do a decent job, and I haven't had any issues with people not being able to hear me, and never had any instances where my voice breaks up or is unclear. So If you do want to adjust the sound profile, you can totally do that in the app, so let's head over there and take a look at that. So within the Samsung wearable app, you have a bunch of different EQ settings if you're looking for a different sound profile. I prefer clear or dynamic personally, but there are a few other options available in here if you want more bass or treble or something like that. You can see the battery life of your buds at the top of the screen, and you can adjust the ambient sound level, which will use your microphones to filter through some of the outside noise if you need to be aware of sounds and notifications. Below that, you can customize the touchpads for each one of your buds. This is a pretty cool feature. There are a few options in here, including Spotify, one-touch access, which I personally don't use. I have mine set up for volume just because I find it the handiest and I use it the most. And if you're someone who misplaces things a lot, these have a Find My Earbuds feature where you'll be able to hear the buds make an audible noise, making it a bit easier to locate them instead of trying to rummage around looking for them. And finally, when we look at the battery, as I mentioned earlier, these have an 11-hour charge and 22 with the case. That means you will only get one extra charge out of the case, but at 11 hours battery life, you can pretty much listen to these all day without having to worry about the battery dying. If your battery is low, a 3-minute charge on these is supposed to give you an hour of battery life. So where I could see these personally coming in handy is if you haven't charged these for a long time and say something comes up or you have a meeting reminder pop up, you can quickly throw these in the case and you'll be good to go by the time that the meeting starts. And over time, you'll probably start to see that battery life fall a little bit, but starting off at 11 hours, even in a few years, you should probably be getting pretty decent battery life out of these. If you do want to prolong the battery life on the case itself, I would recommend picking up a wireless charger. I'll pop a link in the description below for one of those. Wireless chargers in general are great on any device because it does extend your battery life a little bit more. So that's basically it when it comes to these. I love them. They sound great. I have these in pretty much all day while I'm working. The sound quality is outstanding, and if you're fine with not having active noise cancellation and you aren't looking for something that's 100% waterproof, these are probably one of the best options out there. And as always, if you have any questions, leave them down below. If you enjoyed this moving picture review, leave me a thumbs up. If you would like to see more of my moving picture creations, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.